Welcome back to the best series on YouTube, Scariest Scenes in Non-Horror Movies. This video is a special in-between upload where I've combined all 4 parts into one mega compilation. I even threw in a brand new Homelander scene just for you. Make sure you hit that like and sub button. I'm aiming for 100k subs and your support really helps. Also, drop your video suggestions in the comments below. I'm already cooking up the next one, horror games I could easily survive too. As the originator and the very thing that blew up my channel, you know we have to spin back. But that's enough yap for now. Grab your snacks, put your noodles in the microwave, and enjoy a great video. Let's get into it. The plane scene with Homelander is just terrifying. You think you're getting saved in a dire situation, but really you get the worst possible duo to pull up. You just go on a casual plane trip and then you have to watch Walmart Wonder Woman snap a grown man's neck with one hand. Mind you, after she just busted in through the side of the fucking plane like she was the goddamn Kool-Aid Man. He can control the intensity of his laser beams. Remember this.
Stop! Oh, easy, fella. Take it easy. There you go. Just relax.
What did he think was gonna happen after he pulled that trigger? That man Homelander playing Fruit Ninja with that man's body. Like, that is a goddamn shame.
ATC! It's dead! Can you fly a plane?
Well, wouldn't matter if I did.
We just seen he could have controlled this laser beam, and even in later scenes we even see like he can finally control his laser beams. He just didn't give a fuck.
Homelander, are you going to save us?
Oh, sweetheart, of course I'm gonna save you. You betcha. I'm gonna save everyone here. Don't worry about it.
Lying to a little girl's face saying you're gonna save her after you basically killed her is absolutely insane.
12 seconds later.
Take these two!
No.
Just these two!
No,
please.
what? So they can tell the world that we left the rest of them to fucking die?
Come on!
No.
This poor girl and her mother, I would be mortified hearing this, because in that moment you just gotta sit with that the life of your kid and your life is in the hands of these two assholes. It's just like,
You stay back! All of you, stay back! You stay the fuck back or I'll laser you, goddammit! I'll laser every fucking one of you!
yay, Homelander came to save us. Honestly, what do you do in this situation? This is literally like the most cooked what if ever. Do you get lasered to death by Homelander or die in a flamey plane crash? Like, in this moment, you truly just gotta meet terms with your maker.
Take my daughter! Please, Jack,
So yeah, Homelander's not exactly the hero we're looking for. His indifference to human life is probably his scariest thing about him. He just thinks he's so above humans, even though at the end of the day, hey, the GOAT himself said it the best.
You are not a god. You are simply bad product.
Jake Gyllenhaal is looking for his lover. He's calling her name, and then this happens. Fun fact, this was neither scripted nor CGI, this was just shot in the Australian countryside. All jokes aside, I think this scene is really effective because there was really no other scary scenes like this in the entire movie. So when we go from casual conversation between husband and wife and then casually seeing Australia's smallest spider, I say casually because when Jake Gyllenhaal sees it, it feels like he wasn't really as terrified as a normal person would be. I mean, that's a fucking 8-foot tarantula in a room. I would have lost my shit if I seen that IRL. Watching the movie, I honestly started geeking out because I don't got arachnophobia, but imagining myself in that situation genuinely terrified me. Now this next scene is for all the people that think they can beat a grizzly bear. In the movie Revenant, there's a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio is aimed in on some bear cubs until he hears some cracking behind him. I'm not gonna lie, the second he looked over and seen the bear charging up for a defensive tackle, like, he knew he was cooked. Cause honestly, what can you do in that situation besides look up and say, wallahi, I'm finished? And it doesn't end there either. I know some of you guys gonna call me a little autistic for thinking this, but a part of me thought I could beat a bear until I seen this scene. I got so utterly humbled watching Leonardo DiCaprio get back shots from a 900-pound grizzly bear, like that should put the fear of God in my chest. I'm not gonna lie, this part of the scene probably shook me the most. It's just the sheer size and weight and just the pure power they like show of the bear. It's just watching Leo being overpowered by literally hearing his bones snap and crack just adds that much more feel to it. Okay, I lied. This part right here humbled me more than anything. Watching him hit this bear point blank with the sawed off just for it to continue to attack this man. Oh my goodness! After round 2 of back shots, the bear leaves Leo alone and then comes back for round 3 when Leo takes out the knife and finally finishes off the bear. Honestly, this scene is just 10 out of 10. Like, just Leo's acting, the really good CGI on the bear, the sound effects, like this scene just comes together perfectly to be anxiety inducing from beginning to end. I kind of want to know in the comments, what would y'all do in a bear attack like this? Now the next scene is from the Predator movie. Now already we can see how much of a better situation Leo is in. Instead of a grown man with a shotgun, we have a little indigenous girl with a bow and arrow that is effectively useless. I'm not gonna lie, if I jump in the water to get away from a bear and then I hear it jump in after me, I already know I'm getting a first class ticket to heaven. This movie also does a really good job of showing the sheer power and size of the bear with the sound design. Now here's the scary part. Now not necessarily for us, but for the indigenous girl. Now imagine you're getting chased by the most powerful animal you've known in your life, and then you see something boxing that motherfucker mid-chase. So not only the strongest animal you knew your entire life is getting fucking boxed, it's getting tossed around. The look on her face says it all, cause it's like, holy shit, if I couldn't even beat the bear, what the fuck is that thing? I'm not gonna lie, when the grizzly bear started to win the fight, the first thing that popped into my head is this a strong ass grizzly bear or is this a weak ass predator? Shout out to the actress, cause her facial expressions got me sold. This is the face you make after you just seen an invisible being stand right back up after getting attacked by a 900-pound grizzly bear. Holy shit! Did he just knock out a fucking grizzly bear in one punch? I'm not gonna lie, the coolness of it fades away when you realize, damn, he just knocked out a grizzly bear with his bare hands. Is he coming for me next? Sorry, I gotta run that punch back one more time. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm a slut for good sound design. Oh, wonderful. And it drags at least 600 pounds of dead weight like it's nothing. Honestly, what do you even do in this situation? What do you tell the village? Yeah, guys, the bear we struggled with for a month and was killing all our men. Something invisible and like 6 feet tall killed it, dragged it, and held it above its body like it fucking weighed nothing. What are we doing to that thing? But all jokes aside, the true horror in this scene really comes out when you put yourself in the character's shoe and you just really realize how hopeless that situation is. Now, this next scene isn't as action-packed as the last two, but it's a master class in tension building.
We're getting any rain up your way?
What way would that be?
I seen you was from Dallas.
What business is it of yours?
After this, I feel like the old man kind of knew, like, in the back of his head that this interaction wasn't gonna go the way he planned it was gonna go. Like, imagine just trying to strike up a friendly conversation and that motherfucker checks you for even asking where he's from. But that's what's so good about it. We as the viewer know that Anton is a murderer and that he very much might kill this old man. But from the perspective of the old man, he thinks this is just some weird guy kind of pressing him on some weird questions. It's the classic, the killer's behind you anxiety feel that just gets your heart pumping.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss? The most you ever lost on a coin toss? Call it.
I'm not gonna lie, after this I would have shot Anton out of fear for my life.
I can't call it for you. It wouldn't be fair.
I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it.
There's no possible way after hearing that any normal person would not freak out. And it's just scary how many like blatant hints that Anton is throwing out there, that his whole life pins on this coin toss without even actually saying it, is just the cherry on top. It's like the director is reaching out and edging the audience as they watch this scene.
Heads then.
Well done.
I just love how you can audibly hear the pressure relieve after he wins the coin toss. To me, the darkest and funniest part of this whole interaction is at the end where Anton tells him to keep it because it's his lucky quarter. I don't feel like the old man fully gets what he says, but I feel like once he makes this face at him, he kind of understands like, did I just almost die? Last but not least, we have the infamous tunnel scene from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. When the Pingerman hit a little too hard. Shout out to Go Gene Wilder first and foremost, but you have to wonder at this point if the candy you just ate was laced or not, because what the fuck? It goes from pitch black tunnel to complete LSD trip. I don't think I noticed that when I was younger, but I'm pretty sure I just watched a chicken explode. I have no clue why that scene is in there. I would be really questioning where the hell I was at if I go into the chocolate factory and I start seeing hallucinations of fucking chickens being cut up. I'm starting to feel slightly angry of how comfortable everyone is in this situation. Like, what the hell is going on? As a kid, this part terrified me because I had no idea why he just started randomly yelling and started tweaking. I genuinely thought this whole boat was getting ready to crash and the movie was getting ready to end. This shit was genuinely unsettling for children to watch. Okay, and I kind of have a gripe with this scene, the special effects, which I don't know why they didn't get like a big fan in the studio or something, but that's the only thing that ruins the scene for me, is that you can obviously tell they're on a set and stationary, and yeah, it just kind of ruins the illusion. Oh, it looks like I got one more surprise scene, the crime scene that's going to be left if you don't like it. First up, we have the basement scene from Zodiac. In this scene, the character Robert, a cartoonist who becomes obsessed in the Zodiac killer investigation, explores a basement in the home of the suspected Zodiac killer.
The poster that Rick drew, the handwriting is the closest that we have ever come to a match.
Rick didn't draw any posters. I do the posters myself. It's my handwriting.
I would have walked out bro's house with the quickness if he just confirms that his handwriting is the one that lines up with the Zodiac killer. Nick, that means it's you! His face right here kills me, because honestly, what do you say? You just admitted to the man that you were investigating whoever's handwriting it was. Now he knows you're looking for him, and he could be the potential killer. You're just cooked. You're already done at this point.
I won't take any more of your time.
Why don't I just go and find out when we play that film?
But that's all right.
It's not a problem. Just down in the basement.
Not many people have basements in California.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where you invoke your Second Amendment rights. If you're trying to get away from a potential serial killer and he is just insisting you go down to his basement, you light that man up like a Christmas tree. There's no way in hell I'm taking that lightly.
Come in, Mr. Basement. Studio One sheets I always kept for myself.
I feel like this is when they really start amping up the anxiety factor, because now you don't know if he's getting ready to be ambushed in this basement or not.
Are you sure there's nobody else in the house?
Would you like to go upstairs and check?
No. Thank you. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
I like how you can visually see that his fear and anxiety is starting to overwhelm him with his eye twitch and everything. Jake Gyllenhaal is a really good actor, and he's really selling the anxiety bit of this scene. I'm I'm not gonna lie, I definitely jumped right here because it just builds up everything so perfectly. His house being key locked from the inside is probably about the biggest red flag there. It's like that man's making sure you can't escape. Overall, this scene is just a true chef's kiss and tension building. The way the vibe in the house shifts from this is a safe place to goddamn this could possibly be my tomb is just 10 out of 10. Next up, we have a scene from the 2006 movie Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth is about a young girl named Ophelia who discovers a mysterious labyrinth and meets a faun who sets her up on a quest to prove herself as a reincarnation of a lost princess. One of the challenges she faces involves encountering the Pale Man, a horrifying creature who lives in a dark, eerie banquet hall. I know she's there to prove herself and everything, but I seriously would have considered my options if I see cracked out Casper the Ghost in Diddy's dungeon. The souls of the damned and drawings all over showing how they were brutally killed. I should definitely stick around here for a little bit longer. So after she get what she needs, she for some God-forgiven reason decides to go back over to where that monster is at. Mind you, she just seen drawings all over the wall of it killing children and a pile of shoes, and she still goes back over there. I feel like this scene in particular, out of everything so far, just has me really yelling at the screen at the character, because it's like, look behind you, the signs are there, like get away. Like she's in so much obvious danger, but this mother has like the IQ of a ham sandwich and just does not care. I think personally that the Pale Man was the best thing in this movie, and I say that because I seen this movie when I was younger, but I don't remember anything of it but the Pale Man. I don't know why, but for some reason, just everything from the design, the way it moved, the sounds it made, just its old wrinkly body, it was just something really unforgettable about it. Okay, I can't talk about what's scary anymore. This scene just pisses me off too much. There is no possible way that Ophelia did not hear this motherfucker stand up 2 inches behind her when it's literally making the loudest lung noises I've ever heard come out of anything before. And on top of that, when it does show itself and the fairies are trying to defend this mind-numbingly stupid character, she just sits there. I just had to get that off my chest. Overall, the best thing about this scene has to be the Pale Man, based off the sheer fact that the only thing I can remember from this movie is him, and I'm curious of how many of you guys share the same sentiment. The only thing that itches me about this scene is the negative survival skill coming from Ophelia. I don't care if she's like 6 years old, she's stupid.
What a beauty. Jeez, Hirsch.
If a man comes over, grabs my wife by the waist, and is telling her things about how beautiful she is, and she starts coming out of breath, oh hell no.
It's you. It's you. The butcher. It's the butcher.
Well, gosh darn, Hirsch. You didn't tell me your wife was one of them vegetarians.
She is literally shaking while pointing at this man and crying, and they're just like, what are you tripping about? Hey, get over yourself. Come get a beer. Like, oh my goodness. There's no way someone doesn't react when someone acts like that. Like, that's not normal to seeing another person and having that reaction.
Call the police. Call the police. It's Mueller. Please, please call the police. Please.
I think she's having some kind of episode.
So around the first time I seen this scene, I always wondered how come she didn't just leave on her own and call the cops, but then I realized she really really expected the people around her trusted people, to help her in a dire need of situation, and they just did jack shit besides just like try to gaslight her and calm her down. She's yelling Nazi and shaking profusely. Maybe we should pay attention to that.
What are you doing? What is happening?
This nigga Richtofen is playing no games. He has not missed one shot that whole time. Yeah, you might have fucked up. I don't know if I would have been crying or laughing at my friend after he just got shot, because I would have been like, I just told you, did I not?
30 years of work that was. An entire life built. Marrying that American pig, siring 3 tainted swine. How long I'd wanted to snap their little necks.
Oh, he's crazy for real, for real. Yeah, I would have started tweaking out too if I seen the fucking Grim Reaper standing right before me. It's like, imagine pulling up to the cookout to see the homies and you're like, oh my god, is that Hitler?
Where their blood is on your hands, my girl. Leave it to the Jew to think only of its own pathetic existence.
I know that Jew isn't technically a slur, but this guy, he definitely, come on now, that's definitely a slur.
Du hast gedacht, der Krieg ist vorbei.
I would be so mad before I died if I gotta listen to this jackass speak Kino detergent in my ears before he shoots me.
We survived. And we'll survive again.
You didn't survive, you marinated.
He read those lines a little too well. He just did. This actor, he sells this role too perfectly. You know that one scene?
What are you doing, man? Shut the fuck up, Nick. Keep driving, you black spear chucker piece of shit, Nick!
I feel like we need to get both of them in one movie and just make the most racist thing possible. I don't know what they're gonna hate, but they need to hate something and they need to be in the same movie.
What a hungry boy I've been. What hungry boys and girls we've all been.
What hungry boys and girls we've all been. Just hearing that would send utter chills down my spine, because it confirms that the threat was never truly dealt with, that they just been out there hiding, which has to be some scary last thoughts going through your head when thinking about the rest of your people.
Seek hell!
Overall, this scene is just scary because it's just nothing but pure human evil. I feel like throughout horror media in general, I don't think any monster or creation that can be made even comes close to just plain out human evil, because that shit is dark. For the next scene, we have Wade Wilson's transformation into Deadpool.
Now what we're going to do is lower the oxygen concentration in the air to the exact point you feel like you're suffocating. If your brainwave's slow, meaning you're about to pass out, then we'll turn up the O2. If your heart rate slows, meaning you're able to catch your breath, we'll turn it back down. And that's where we'll leave you. Right there.
Okay, besides the absolute nightmare fuel that came out of his mouth, just being in this situation of strapped down to a table in this small glass tube, unable to move that much, would already freak me the fuck out.
Your secret, Wade? This workshop doesn't make superheroes, we make super slaves. We're gonna fit you with a control collar and auction you off to the highest bidder.
Excuse me? I came in for a small cough. It's like, so this guy's doctor's office, you can just go in for a common cold and you just wake up somewhere in the Middle East fighting God knows who.
You're never going home after this. Now there's a brave face.
Mr. Beast when his contestants talk back. For this next part, I'm just gonna let it play, and there's no way you can tell me this doesn't make your heart start racing. I think his body transformation has to be one of the scariest in a non-horror movie. From the sound effects to just hearing him gasp for air in the background, the way his skin bubbles and deforms and the crunching of it, it just sounds brutal.
Did I say this was a love story? No, it's a horror movie.
Look, he even said it himself. Jurassic Park, we're talking about the kitchen scene where the raptors start hunting the kids. You got two kids against raptors that can open doors. Yeah, I would say Carly GG's right now. As soon as those pots and pans fell, my entire heart would have fell out of my chest and I would have died on the spot. Watching any two characters in a survival situation where one of them freezes up is always the most anxiety-inducing moment ever. When I watched this movie as a kid, this movie had me absolutely shaking, especially at this part. We're gonna ignore that a crippled child is currently outrunning a fucking dinosaur. You know, I could make a joke here about the floor being slippery. I like how she looks like Foxy running down the hall from FNAF 1. This scene still holds up as one of the most iconic and nerve-wracking scenes in the whole Jurassic Park franchise. Now let's go for some action with the Incredible Hulk, the university battle scene.
Now she'll see.
Who was gonna see exactly what? A man just died. That man had a family, and this nigga's like, haha, my point will be proven to my daughter. Yeah, we're all cooked. Hey, I don't care what you say, this is forever the best Hulk.
Where are the 50 cals? Move your asses!
Yeah, I would have been out of here expeditiously. Nothing on 2 feet should be able to take that many bullets. And they're just like, yeah, guys, let's really give it to them. I know them Navy Federal benefits ain't that good. So you seen him just hit the cleanest defensive tackle on one Humvee and you said, fuck it, send another. Yeah, see, this is the part where I'd be shitting my pants. Not only did he just stop an 8,000-pound vehicle moving at like 60 miles per hour like it was nothing, but he picks the bitch up and starts slamming it. And what are they doing? They're still shooting. There's no way that Camaro is that worth it. So, sir, we came in with the Humvees and he proceeded to smash it, rip out the fucking engine and then throw it at the rest of our comrades. So what are we still doing here attacking this thing? Unironically, if this happened today, IRL, it would be on TikTok.
Blonsky, now you're up! Cover me.
So if you're wondering why they're just sending this guy in like he's just him, it's because they gave him our early version of the super soldier serum, but we're gonna see that really don't go too well for him. Wow, this guy's skills are really impressive. Maybe he might beat him, you know? This guy is so skillful. He's definitely gonna make it to the end of the movie.
My God, he's doing it.
Subtle foreshadowing. This part really does get my heart racing because he was so close to just being... of the Marvel nerds gotta tell me if this guy should even remotely be able to outrun the Hawk. But to be real, if the Hawk was chasing me, I would turn on the burners too.
12 seconds later.
Where's the gunship?
This guy is like Aaron Smith if like all his plans suck and everyone just died. Like he's not accomplishing nothing and men are just dying.
Is that it? Bronski, pull back now. Is that all you got?
Get a load of this guy. Is that it? Half the platoon is dead and about $500 million in damage probably just got done.
Fall back! Fall back! Let's go! Find cover!
Yeah, bro did not want to be up on the chopping block. The scariest thing about this scene is just Hulk's pure aggression. If you're a new Marvel fan and you see how the current Hulk is, and then you just see this movie and you just see him picking up bodies, Edward Norton's Hulk was actually fucking fearful. I don't know why they ditched the concept. Well, I know why. They want to be more family friendly, but I really wish Hulk got his grit back. For the next scene, well, at this point, I feel like this channel has a thing for bears, so we're doing the mutant bear scene from Annihilation. I wonder if she sees the bear now.
I didn't actually see a bear.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I'ma just hope I'm not the first to get eaten. There's one theory I seen about the voice mimicry. Someone said that you can look at the bear and see part of the human skull in there. So potentially that the voice mimicry isn't voice mimicry. It's literally Cass's consciousness synced in with this bear. And instead of tricking prey in, it's her consciousness genuinely screaming for help. I just realized I might not have told you who Cass is. Cass was another member on the team that got taken by this bear, which was also another reason why Anya was tripping, because she thought one of them had something to do with Cass's disappearance.
Don't react.
Nah, I would have been sitting there like, he wouldn't have seen me move a millimeter. She breathing way too damn hard. I would be too scared to breathe. But to be fair, who's really keeping composure when this is inches away from your face? This part in particular makes me believe in the dual consciousness thing, because when it starts screaming, it goes from an animalistic scream to when the eyes turn human, it sounds like a more human woman scream. And instead of mauling her, it didn't even bite down, like the consciousness was fighting back. I don't know why she thought firing single shots like that was gonna do something to a grizzly bear, but okay. Well, damn, I guess Cass didn't like her. The scariest thing about this scene would have to be at the end. As the bear is dying, you still hear it saying, "Help me." I don't know if that's from her or the bear, and I think that's the most disturbing thing about this scene. I couldn't possibly do this scene enough justice, so I highly recommend you go watch Annihilation.
How did you know we were here?
The phone, that stupid jingle from the store, I heard it.
My phone?
Yeah, your satellite phone. Where is it?
I don't have it.
When did you use it last?
On the plane. I got a call on the plane and...
You can almost see the wheels start turning as he starts to remember where the hell his phone was last.
What?
I loaned it to Nash.
Quick little replay of what happened to Nash. I'm not gonna lie, this is petty as hell, but these Jurassic Park movies be pissing me off. What do you mean run? That is an ancient beast standing feet away from me and you talking about run. Nigga, we are finna die. Yeah, there's no way in hell that can be in the Jurassic Park universe. You know that feeling like, have you ever seen a dog down the street and you're like, this dog is gonna chase the fuck out of me? Just imagine that, but 10 times worse, because as soon as that dinosaur catches up with you, he's 100% putting you on a t-shirt. Dear Heavenly Father, I came to you today to ask for forgiveness. I mean, cause what else do? It just hit the cleanest defensive tackle through the fence, and you're telling me that little ass shack right there is what I'm supposed to hide in? We're cooked! It's gonna bust through! Surely since it just smashed through that giant fucking fence, it can get through this little metal door, right? Okay, that's enough of this scene. I didn't like Jurassic 3 all that much because of the story, but every time you seen the Spinosaurus on screen, you knew that someone was getting put in a body bag. Next up, we have King Kong 2005, the giant pit of bugs scene. Trigger warning to anyone that don't like bugs, this is definitely gonna make you squirm. A grizzly bear? Call me. The alien? Call me. Michael fucking Myers? I'm there. This shit? Fuck no. Backflip, somersault, electric boogaloo. I would have been doing all types of moves, not even known a man to get that fucking thing off me. Just the way he moves, through body movements and how erratic it is, it just really sells the panic of the scene. See, this is why you don't be a hero in these situations, because now the cricket is trying to eat your face for trying to save that motherfucker. My nigga, I am fighting for my life. Can you lock in? Why are you over there tweaking by yourself while I am fighting for my life right now? He knows this ain't Kung Fu Panda, right? Wait, hold up. Did this come out before that? I wonder if this influenced him getting that role. How do you explain that to his family? A giant whatever the fuck just came and got him? Yeah, see, at this point, I'm just ending myself because I did not sign up for this. Why am I finna be eaten alive? I thought we was just hunting a giant monkey. Who's getting the best head? Okay, him screaming inside of the bug actually kind of gave me goosebumps. It kind of reminded me of Nope, when the alien would suck up people and you would hear their screams echo around. There's something really good about a good scream of terror. Okay, gun nerds, I mean, I have common sense, but there's no way he would be able to blind fire near his friend like that without just doming him, right? God damn, maybe y'all need to help the bugs over there. Nigga, oh my god, they were tossing his shit. But I really like the horror elements of this scene. The sounds the bugs make, the movements, like the really erratic, frantic movements that they make, and just the beautiful sound piece as we watch one of our comrades get fucking careened into the air and tossed.
You gotta be ashamed.
For the next scene, well, y'all liked Incredible Hulk so much the first time, so you know we had to bring him back. Now this is before actually the other scene that I played in the previous video. If you haven't already, make sure you check it out. So just keep that in mind while I'm playing this.
Raiva, muito ruim. You bang, G. I very angry.
I don't think bro knows that's the Hulk. So you're absolutely beating this guy's ass, and then he falls to the ground and his eyes turn a bright green. When do you decide to start running?
Anybody else seeing this?
Look, even the soldier knows they're getting ready to see a live leak video. So see, what happened was I didn't even like working for him for real. Like I didn't even want to jump you. Like it was all his idea. Like, yeah, I'm cooked. Also, there's no way you didn't notice like the 150-pound dude you were jumping suddenly turned like 500 pounds and 8 feet tall. Yeah, we got Hulk playing for the wrong team. Look at this absolute bullet he threw. This shot right here could literally be right out of a horror movie. He's right behind me, isn't he? Ah, moment. Hulk was literally moving like the goddamn boogeyman. You cannot tell me that shot right there is not something straight out of a horror movie. With the shoe drop and everything, subtle Nike ad. It baffles me they went for another encounter, especially after witnessing that shit.
I got a bogey of some kind. Please advise. That is the target! Use every trank you've got. Do it now!
Listening to this white man has got so many people in this movie killed. Use tranquilizers? Really, my nigga? You thought that was the solution here. He just got done throwing someone across the factory and snatched someone else up like he was the goddamn boogeyman. We didn't even hear him die. He just disappeared. We just heard him scream as he got dragged away. Actually, snatched up is the better descriptor. This is the face you make when you realize you really don't get paid enough for this shit. I just realized something. Zelensky really thinks he's him. The POV of these soldiers must be terrifying. They probably have limited information, told to just go capture some beast. With limited visibility, some giant thing is just strangling your comrades and tossing them across this facility. The way he just moves in the shadows and just tosses the body to the side, he's 100% aura farming here. There's no reason he didn't rush the soldiers right here besides showing them their guns meant absolutely nothing. He looking over at him like, you know, that little ass flashbang was not finna do nothing to that thing. I would have been like, yes sir, sorry sir, I'm gonna be on my way sir. One thing I really like about this scene is how they keep his full form hidden. Throughout the entire scene, he's always within smoke, within the shadows. It's like really making him this scary, intimidating figure. I'm I'm telling y'all, them Navy Federal benefits is not worth it. They just got turned into fucking jam. Yeah, Zelensky, cause what was those bullets doing? He really pissing me off with this dumb shit. Compare this to something like out of Alien, to where the alien is using the shadows to its advantage to try to hide, except he's not using it to his advantage. He's using that shit for pure fear factor. This man just truly do not learn his lessons. What is it gonna take? Whole squad dead, you already seen your bullets is ineffective, and you're still shooting. Look, he telling you to go get a new profession. Go get forklift certified, fuck nigga. This ain't cut out for you. All jokes aside, this scene proves to me more than anything that Hulk was really meant to be more of a grungy horror character. This scene alone just feels like a horror scene. Yes, this is the series, but this feels abnormally like a horror scene, but it's still a good scene nonetheless. Last but not least, we're doing a scene from Godzilla -1. And now before we get into the scene, shout out to the guy that commented on the first part and the second part for me to include something from this movie, and I still forgotten part 3.
Damn. He don't got a clue in the fucking world.
Hey, make sure you remember his confidence and how loosely he talking about dealing with Godzilla. If you ever think the government won't do you dirty, just remember they got sent out to go deal with Godzilla in 2 wooden fucking canoes. You can't sit here and look me in the eyes and tell me anyone on that ship, which is now a floating pile of planks, had a chance in hell against Godzilla. Nah, big homie, what happened to that confidence you had a second ago? Like, that just really puts you into perspective how much they did not expect for Godzilla to just be this deadly. Oh hell no. Not only did we just watch them get sent to the upper room, you're telling me this bitch don't want to move now? Yeah, go ahead and detonate these mines now. I'm taking myself out. See, this is why this scene scares me, cause being stuck in the middle of the sea on that boat is already bad enough, but then add to the mix getting chased by a creature that could put you on a t-shirt faster than you could spell it, it couldn't possibly get worse. Imagine if this actually worked. Like, what would the headlines be? 4 Japanese guys kill Godzilla with a landmine? The amount of feces in my boxers at this point would have been unimaginable. Do you not see that thing? It just took a full landmine facial, and it's still coming. If anything, it seems kind of pissed off now. Imagine using the biggest gun you have to defend yourself, and it's just taking it to the face like it's nothing. It doesn't get more hopeless than this. This is either gonna work or we're gonna be shaking hands with Toriyama in about 5 minutes. This is so random. I just want to have Michael Myers fans catch a stray, but you're telling me if I strap Michael Myers to that and detonate that bitch, he's living? That's all I'm gonna say. He can regenerate? Hold up. The nigga that can literally shoot gamma ray bursts, blow up entire continents, can now fucking regenerate. Yeah, this shit's busted. Look, Mr. Godzilla, sir, I just want to say I didn't even want to come here. It was all of the other ship's idea, and you already killed them, sir, so please let me go. What are y'all cheering for? Y'all just seen it can regenerate. Like, at this point, they basically have SCP-682 on their hands. Like, this shit is beyond cooked. Wait, hold on. Y'all telling me y'all came in with the big military artillery and it's still moving? Again, to put into perspective, they've sent them out on 2 wooden boats, and that's a warship right there that this nigga is giving back shots to right now. Like, if I'm on the boat watching all this go down, just watching our backup get absolutely stretched out, I'm telling the captain to get this fucking boat moving or I'm swimming. Pack watch, absolute fraud. Look at him in the water, about to drown. What a goofy. That is the look of absolute horror as you watch your backup get blown to smithereens. I mean, was that shit really necessary? You were already handling the job decently well, and he's like, fuck it. And most notably, look at the captain's face. He was talking all that a good minute ago before he figured out Godzilla was throwing nukes like Tom Brady. This shit is not sweet. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was rocking with Godzilla's more like, but I think I prefer this one better. There's something more grungy and animalistic about it. That's it for scariest scenes in non-horror movies. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and video suggestions in the comments below. I really want to know what scares you the most and what you would like to see next. I like pretty much anything horror, and I have a bunch of my own ideas. I just want to see where they line up with your guys and then go from there in creating the best content possible for you. Thank you guys so much for 42,000 subscribers and how much support this series has got in general. The last video has gotten almost 300k views in the last 7 days, which that just sounds crazy to me. So thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of how much y'all supporting this series and just your nice comments in general. They mean a whole lot more than you could ever imagine. To the next video, I love you. Mwah.